Yeah, it's just wrapped for the boys. It was really good actually. It was a good preparation coming in. We spoke about the game against Canberra last week. We felt really got us in the right mindset to come here today, playing a really good team and a game that we probably should have won, but we pushed us into Golden Point there, and we had a really good chat after the game about learning a few lessons, and one of those lessons was playing for 80 minutes and starting the second half a bit better, because last week we didn't come out of the sheds. There were 3 tries to 0 up at half time, and didn't come out of the sheds and played them back into it. And it was good that today that we were referred to that, and we learnt from that, and we come out and we threw all our eggs in the basket of starting really fast in the second half, and as you saw, we probably ran away with it there at the start of the second half.
We're doing what to do with the damage in the finals. I mean, the roster's there, isn't it? Now you've got a little bit of confidence as well.
Yeah, it's wrestled to get that confidence all year. It's just been a bit up and down, and we've now got a bit of momentum really. Like we've come here with it all against us in such an emotional game for the Tigers, and we snuck under their guard with a really good performance. And I was always confident that we've got enough senior players on this side that they know what the big games are all about. So this week was never going to get the better of them. And now we're in with the chance, and it's a new competition, and no doubt, those boys you talk about, the guys who have been there before, will help rally the younger guys, and hopefully we can build a really good performance over at Brookvale.
John, are you aware of all the drama with their team before kickoff?
No, I heard that Corey Thompson was getting checked, and he ran off during warm-up, but I had no idea. I was actually walking up into the box and I saw the Tigers team coming out of their sheds, and Robbie was leading them out, and I had no idea he was actually playing. I thought he was just going to have his last run out at Leichhardt. And then I got out there and they said, no, he's in, Robbie's in. I was like, what's going on? And they said, yeah, well, Thompson's out and Robbie's in. And it took us a couple of minutes there to get our head around what had gone on. So I'm sure it would have been pretty frantic in the Tigers sheds. But I suppose he got his fairy tale to come and play his last game here at Leichhardt. Obviously didn't get the result for him, but it must have been a massive week for him. Unfortunately, we spoiled his party.
Did you prepare for him to play?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I kind of put myself in Michael Maguire's head. I didn't think that he would have brought him back into the side, given that they had some success with the combinations they had there with Benji at dummy half and Reynolds. Obviously, Robbie's would have been a couple of weeks underdone from an ideal recovery from a fractured leg, but knowing Robbie Farah and what he would do to get on the field to play for his beloved Tigers at Leichhardt Oval, it was never going to surprise me that he ran out, but we didn't really buy into it during the week. I know there was a lot of focus of will he, won't he play, but we didn't put too much focus too much on the opposition. It was actually all about ourselves and trying to come here and play the game that we wanted to play. So it didn't surprise us too much, but whoever was going to play dummy half was going to be a threat to us, whether it be Benji, Robbie or Reynolds. So it didn't change our defensive patterns too much.
That's 6 minutes where you blew them away in the second half. How do you turn that into 80 minutes?
Yeah, well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? I'd like an answer for that, but it's just momentum. Example of momentum in the modern game is when you've got it. You've got to do as best you can to hang on to it. And we had a couple of big plays there. Ronaldo Militalo gets his foot out, knocks that ball into touch, and then he drags Jennings back into touch, and we got a try, and then we got 3 back-to-back sets. And I don't know. It's about recognising when you've got that momentum to really try and keep your foot on their throat and then not come up with a silly error or a silly kick. Keep ending your sets the way you want to end them. Keep applying the pressure to the opposition, making them come off their try line. And we did that well, and we got some points out of that little period, which I was really happy about.
Mate, you guys lost 5 games this year by 2 points or less. If you won all of them, you would have been 3rd on the ladder. Do you think you're a better side than what your position on the ladder suggests?
Oh yeah, most definitely. But it's a new competition now, and I'm not really worried about those games. We just had to just do enough to keep our head above water and make the finals. And as I said, it's been a real resilient performance. We've had some really challenging moments throughout the year, and to string 5 losses in a row together and find a way out of that is a real credit to the boys to sticking tight and believing in each other and believing in our systems. Certainly been frustrating to drop those games, and we've 5 times I think we've scored more tries and got beat. I think there's only been 9 games this year where that's actually happened, and the Sharks have featured in 5 of them. So and then when Sean missed that first kick today, I was like, oh no, here we go again. But he stepped up and nailed the next 4 or whatever it was, and kicked some real nice goals. So He's kicked well the last few weeks. He's something like 10 from 10 coming into this game. And again, couldn't practice that much during the week because of his quad complaint. So I was real happy for Shawnee Johnson to have the game that he had today. I thought he was really good for us. Yeah, he was in, and in captain's run, he felt it tighten up. So he'll be in doubt again this week, I'd say. But yeah, it was a bit frantic for ourselves at captain's run. Then I just confirmed all the team. I confirmed that Moylan was in, and then I turned around. He's walking off the field holding his hammy. So it's not a bad one, but it's just been a constant complaint for him that he probably needs a good few weeks off, which is what will happen in the off season. But for now, we just got to try and find a way to get him on the park. Obviously, he's so crucial for us, but he didn't really re-injure it, but he just felt some stiffness and pain there. So, we've got a 6-day turnaround into the Saturday versus Manly. So, it'd be in some sort of doubt.
How important was that game for Sean? After missing last week, not just his goal kicking, but, putting a few really important kicks into the in goal there, set up the first try in the second half. Where's his confidence at and your body at? If you guys are going to do something, it's obviously he's got to be firing with the rest of them.
Yeah, well, it's been an interesting, 2 weeks for him because last week he had some complaints around his hips and his quad, and then he felt something go in warm up, and the challenge to try and pick himself back up from that, and then be in doubt all week, and encourage him to try and push his recovery along and just give himself a chance. At one stage, he looked like he was going to be out. But he got on the field on Thursday and he got a bit more done than he expected, and then turned up the captain's run in a really good frame of mind, and just to come here and have the touches that he had, I think it's a crucial game for him. It's a crucial game. Like he's obviously, a lot of attention's gone on Sean and his performance this year, but I'm just so rapt for him that he's come and he's delivered in a big game like that and got us into a final series.
Did you notice any difference in Gal's preparation this week? His last game, was there anything said about it, like doing it for him?
Yeah, we probably said a bit of that last week, like trying to do it for Gal, and we didn't get it done, and we felt we really missed that opportunity, and we did speak about that today, about having no regrets about our performance. I've seen a difference in Gal probably after we were over in New Zealand and we lost whatever it was 5 in a row. I definitely saw a difference in Gal. I think he knew that there was only a few games to go in his career, and he's gone to another level as far as his just his leadership and just rallying the troops. And the boys have really reacted to it.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
I was just saying, is he your new field goal specialist?
Well, yeah. Well, that's it. For him, the ball, he can kick goals, he can kick field goals. So, who would have thought Gallen comes to Leichhardt and kicks a field goal, puts us in the semi-finals? But yeah, I was happy for the big boy to knock one over.
How do you compare to Manly, mate? Obviously, their team's probably been decimated in the last few weeks by injury. Like, do you sort of had to be wary about backs to the wall for a bit for them, or how do you do it?
Oh yeah, there's no club that does it better. We know the backs to the wall type performance, and Des has the coach side in Manly. That's the way they love to play, nice and physical, and they've shown all year that they can win with players being out, and they've had injuries all year. With Tom and DCE being out injured, and they had that period they won all those games. They've had a fantastic year. So they come to PointsBet Stadium this year and touched us up. So we need to be wary of that, and we always have big games against Manly. So. No doubt, they're a different side of Brookvale Oval and shaped for a big game.
I was going to say, Zach, that game at PointsBet, is that just a bit of a warning, because obviously they were about Tom and David that day too, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, definitely. They come and, physically, I think we lost the battle in the middle of the field that day. Fanal Blake and Tapau and Jake Tavojevic just rolled us down the middle third of the field. So, that was a long time ago. I think it was around 10 or something like that. So, we will go back to that. But I think the focus for us has been, I think we're 5 out of our last 7 games, and we've really turned the corner. We're a different team than what we were at the first half of the year, and the boys have got that bit of confidence and belief about our performance. So, we'll take confidence out of the back end of the year more so than what went wrong at the start of the year. Yep. Thanks, guys.